For this week's Summer on the Bay, we'll be exploring the anatomy of common species found in the Chesapeake Bay. When we're usually doing dissections in a classroom, we're going to be using a dissection tray, and it has a nice foam pad inside. You're going to place your organism or species. So today we have an oyster. And sometimes we'll use needles to kind of pin down parts of the animal. We won't need that for the oyster. And sometimes we'll use a scalpel to cut open, some small scissors to cut away smaller pieces, some organs, or just to make a larger cut. And so we're gonna pop this open and see what we got. Once we were able to shuck the oyster, you can see the interior anatomy of the bivalve. The hinge of an oyster is where the two shells come together. The knife blade can be inserted here, but it is easier to start from the bill or the side. Pictured here is the adductor muscle. All bivalves have them, and they are used to open and close the two shells. A common species we dissect in the classroom is squid. Here we want to look at the exterior anatomy of the animal before we begin. Using a scalpel, we make a large vertical cut down the mantle to observe the interior anatomy. This squid in particular had a large egg sac, which we were able to take a closer look at under a microscope. Squid use their arms and tentacles to capture food and bring it to their beak to eat. Finally, we will take a look at the gills and scales of a croaker. Gills are a respiratory organ that extracts dissolved oxygen from water and excretes carbon dioxide. The main function of scales is to protect fish against predators. They can be observed more closely under a microscope.